All right, we're going to play this this video, maybe even a couple of video, but we're going to play this video of Davido. Davido is the Nigerian Afrobeat superstar, 001 of Nigerian Afrobeat. He had something to say about Nigerian economy in shambles. He was being dragged across the internet today. Woto. This is this.
It was like, so for if people want to leave America and like try to find those,
leave America and go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not.
Just, I mean, my country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
but if okay, so if people are leaving,
I do my part.
Yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So when I go home and I'm filming and showing, I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna show all the bad
You're not gonna try to slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches. I film the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
Did you say from the trenches?
Be Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. The a lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good. And the oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil, and we pay more money for oil.
The question was like, so for if people want to leave America and like,
so that's that. Now there's been some lashbacks. You know, I mean, he did say God bless Nigeria after I was being dragged today, but there's a response from one of the ladies of Your View TV show on TVC that I think the one of them that wears hijab, I think her name is Akashat Imat, something like that. So I'm going to play that. Then I want to hear your thoughts on this. I also think, okay, before I go into that,
I have anyway. Let's hear her.
Yeah, before I go to her, right? Richard Doyle. Iriti Doyle's ex-husband, he had some very interesting word. This is what he said. He said, you have to be incredibly dense to ask foreigners not to visit a country where your father has a $2 billion power generation investment. Some persons ought to know much better. That's what Richard Doyle said. And then, but there's another man, a record executive called Oga Polo. He said, please, we could not leave Davido alone. Mad people. Davido spoke the truth. Nigeria's current economic state is so bad, with global economies leaving and local businesses facing significant losses. It's clear we're facing challenges. Let's acknowledge the reality and work towards a better future. God bless Nigeria. Okay, so now I'm going to play...
I hope you are going to give me enough room to tackle all these people.
I got you.
Having this verbal diarrhea against this.
I got you.
Yeah, against this patriotic show.
Okay, listen to this.
Davido did something very responsible, and I stick to it. Davido is one of the privileged Nigerians who are dual citizens. He talks about.
By the way, if you missed what she said irresponsible. He did something irresponsible. I'm going to keep playing. That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she said. So just I wanted, because I know you almost sound like responsible, but
that's right.
That's not what she said. What she said is irresponsible. I'm going to play it.
Okay, so Davido did something very responsible, and I stick to it. Davido is one of the privileged Nigerians who are dual citizens. He talks about his Atlanta background a lot. Did he do a service to the Nigerian who doesn't have that privilege? No, because that Nigerian needs an investor who would set up and create an enabling labor market that will give him life, that will empower him, that will employ him. What Davido has simply done is that when Asiwaju is taking a plane to country to look for the foreign investors that will come here, he's told them, don't come. Has he done a service to the average Nigerian inside Ede that does not know the royal family of Ede? Has he done a service to the Nigerians in Omwaron, who is in the bush trying to get wood? Has he done anybody a privilege in the rice farms in Bida? No, he hasn't. He has spoken with truth of the elites. The people who spend the dollars, 1 minute, not the people who buy beans per pinto. We know that the country is hard. We know that these reforms were forced on us because if we had continued to feed the elites, we would be worse off.
Yeah.
They had to take out subsidy, stop the payment, Allocation has increased to state governors, but we are not asking the governors.
No.
We have removed this supplement that we give to dollars so that we can buy it cheaply. We are now forced to buy it how we see it. And this is the real value. We are suffering under that weight. And what you can say is bad here. As if it's not bad. Did you hear the campaigns? During the elections, just the completed election, did you hear the campaigns? That's of what the reality of America is. And Oprah would say it at elections, but she won't sit on a show or sit at a table and tell everybody, and tell a foreign interviewer what Davido did. And that's where it's wrong. Because you sat there, but now your reference point for whether they should go ahead and invest in the country. See, the point is, no matter how true your truth is, all your truth, if it's not going to be of service to your people, it's in the corridors where he could make that noise privately. But no, he chose to tell that person on it that America care, come where care. Whereas what we need is foreign investors. That's what our government has said we needed. Except Davido can show me 2-3 companies where he's producing beans, rice, the local food for the local man, so that he can be talking. Yes, we'll know what you're talking, but you're still talking amongst yourselves. We sit there and we allow our places of influence be where we advocate that is bad, it can never be good, it's worse. We condemn our own. So Davido is a person of influence and should be more guarded in his utterances, especially about the country that has given him that fame. Imagine that Davido started his music at career in the US. He will be competing with the Americans. But now, because he started from here, when it became the time for Africa to be on the scene, they are collaborating with him. You don't throw where you are from in the pits. This is your source, and I'm just very disappointed. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you 7 minutes, sir.
Well, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Number one, let me say that from the antecedents of this lady that just spoke, she's always in denial about reality. And what does she have to tell any true African that is not already colored from even her appearance? She's an Arabized Nigerian, and she will not know the truth of what the average Nigerian feels. And I say this with deep conviction, because I also listened to her contribution when the video of Ebang from Equatorial Guinea, how she was playing earlier than that when our colleagues on that show this is what was in the video that was that was circulating on the internet. She is always in denial about reality. Ebang, yes.
Yeah.
So she was in denial, and that's my point of departure about her. She has a way of stepping away from reality. What did Davido say that is wrong? You see, Davido has not played, contrary to what she said, that, that Davido had amplified the voice of elites in Nigeria, that they were the ones who were benefiting from subsidy and all whatnot, and that he should go, unless he opens a factory where beans and whatever. She herself that is talking as a privileged commentator with the view on the TVC, lady of our view. On TVC, our view.
Your view.
Or your view, whatever she calls it, or they call it. Mm-hmm. Good program. I love enjoying them, but sometimes they do things that will tell you outrightly that they are acting out and speaking from the script of APC media wing. Simple.
That's it.
Otherwise, what did Davido say that is wrong? Is it? Is it not the truth? As a privileged child, Davido would have gone there, would have amplified falsehood, but he chose to be with the people of Nigeria. I don't know what he has done wrong. And to convince anybody, she can only talk like that when relating with the audience in Nigeria. She sounds like an incoherent and confused, mad black woman. That is what I can make of the way she has spoken. Now, you mentioned somebody that first said something. I forgot the wife of somebody.
Richard Doyle, the ex-husband of Ireti Doyle.
So what did he say there? Remind me, because he too missed the point.
Yeah, he said you have to be. Let me find
Whose father? Yes, dense. That somebody whose father invested $2 billion on power generation. You see, this is where people like this miss it, because Davido is not behaving like the average child of the rich in Nigeria, who would want to just live on the legacy of their father. That the father owns that. Does it belong to Davido? Certainly not. The father, Baba Adeleke Senior, must have done that with, what's it called? The cooperation of other investors. That is their own purview. But Davido has been able to prove himself as a worthy young adult.
So Davido chose to speak for the people.
To speak for himself, for his generation.
For his generation.
This is
for where the people, not just $2 billion.
So to now want to use his father's investment in Nigeria to flog him into cowardice, I think is totally irresponsible.
No, let me ask you this question, sir.
Yes.
What about the angle of selling your country short?
There's no way he has not sold Nigeria short. If we want to talk about the subject of investor, okay, I'm not even a rich man. All the money I took to Nigeria, I invested in a media center in Lagos. The one I did in Nakure, Ondo State. What came out of it? So these people, if you have lost, yes.
And I want you to consider this suggestion. If I was a Davido, even as I am right now today, if I was on a global platform and I was asked a very tricky question like that, because I believe that the answer to that question is not exactly black or white, or whatever the question was, or whatever he was speaking to, wouldn't it be better to say, hey, listen, our country has a long way to go. There's mad, crazy opportunities coming to our country.
That is your own. That is your own well thought out. That's your own well thought out.
No, I didn't finish. I didn't finish that.
Okay, finish.
But we have some challenges we're working through right now. But there's crazy opportunities coming up in Nigeria on a daily basis. Wouldn't that be better coming from someone like Davido, someone of his status?
But what is the reality of Nigeria today?
I just said the reality. The reality is that there is hope for the future, but there are challenges. I just said the reality. It's just the way I worded it.
Well, for people who shoot straight, this your nicety, this your academic approach to the whole thing will not hold any water. I'm telling you, I've told you, even as a blind man, do you know how much I lost in Nigeria? Do you know relationships? Do you know relationships that got destroyed because of that?
No, but the thing is that we're trying to change those reality. In order to change those reality, you have to attract investors. You have to attract good eyes. You don't push people away from it.
How about all the investments that have been coming, all the loans that came into the country? What do they translate into in terms of infrastructural development there?
We can make an argument that we keep doing straight shooters. That's why it keeps happening. We can create an argument around that. We keep doing, let's just call a spade a spade. We don't know how to sell. We don't know how to sell. We can make an argument.
But that is not same thing as, I mean, in the context of what Davido said. Davido has been a good brand for Nigeria. He's been a good ambassador for Nigeria. Now that he decides to to queue behind the poor, the suffering masses of Nigeria, he suddenly became a bad son for Nigeria. I do not agree with that. And something is really penny. Wait. There's something that is there is something that is what's it called? That is putting so much anger in. And you need to listen to all these people. I mean, between the lines, what they said.
No,
it's almost like that. I've not made my point. I've not made my point. For these people who are reacting this way, you must interpret what they say between the lines, or just listen to them. They are so angry about
I don't agree with them either. They are angry about his dual citizenship. The same way they will be angry about your own dual citizenship. The same way they will be angry about my dual citizenship. Who cares? These people, they have always taken everything at our expense. And if this is one opportunity we have, honestly, like wait. Honestly, like Jason Wike will tell them, they should go and hug Transformer. In fact, she can go and be doing a ablution and whatever she's doing in front of a moving trailer. We don't care. These people don't care about the poor in Nigeria. And then for APC Media Wing to want to just rent the hair and file it just because a promising youth has spoken the mind of the majority of Nigerians. Chief.
Long live Davido.
Chief, this is how Donald Trump won. This is how Donald Trump won.
How?
Okay, all right.
By selling,
we can't be emotional about this stuff, and if other people are being emotional, we don't have to stoop to that level. I don't agree with Richard Doyle, because I actually left a comment on the post that I saw that Baba, you can also correct in love, Sha. It must be dense and all that. All that is not necessary. And I agree with you that
these are people that are so hungry. They want to hold the place hostage, and when they see people break away from their grip and their hold, they are locked down.
I also agree with you that did not need to go the dual citizen shaming.
Don't mind her.
All that is not necessary. But I'm saying, when you say economy in shambles, or we are dealing with some challenges in our economy today, for a Davido or anybody who is powerful, who has a voice, those carry two different meanings. Dictionary meanings, you're right, but they carry two different meanings.
Either connotatively or denotatively, he has spoken. And I approve.
Know that I'm correcting him in love now. Correct in love, right? There's a way he should say this.
Ordinary folks would also be angry with you. What is the love you want to show concerning? Okay, don't let me talk too much. Because
I will collect 4,000 naira for votes. I'm talking about continue to do the work he's been doing. He's doing a great job selling Africa. I'm talking about continue to do that in good. Like he knows how to do that in music, sweet music. Okay, now when you talk on a global stage, there's a way you talk.
Don't do now. All I don't do now. They will put that boy's name on their so-called watch list.
Who will do that?
Isn't that what they do?
No, these have no power now. That Baba has no power.
Baba, you are looking at them as people without power. I'm telling you of the APC Media Wing. You are talking, which power don't they have? They set the narrative before their political principles before they take action. This is the way they always behave.
No, you might be right. You're talking about how they decided to respond to actual words that came out of Davido. You're right.
Yeah.
You might be right about that. I'm talking about Davido's responsibility before we get to the responses.
His responsibility is not to represent us, to sell falsehood. So you want him to go out there and encourage people to take them. Please, I don't want to talk too much. It will look like I'm venting my personal anger, and I have the right to be angry when I lost so much money and relationships.
But I have questions. I have questions. Yes. If I say we're dealing with some challenges in our economy in Nigeria right now, do you consider that falsehood?
It is not falsehood, but at two instances, who is to get is it not self-inflicted? Who inflicted it on Nigerians?
No, that's not the question. That's another conversation.
The issue you must embrace. We all must embrace these days. You know, politicians are so deft, they are so crafty about causing problem, and then they turn around and pretend to you that they are looking for the solution to what they cause themselves.
Davido has an uncle who is a politician governor in Osun State. What I'm saying is that maybe that's the problem.
But he did not start this.
No, what I'm saying is that we do a terrible job at selling ourselves. That is the greatest skill in the world. We do. It's not about the truth. We must tell the truth. We know how to tell truth in Nigeria, and we pray the most.
All right, okay. On that note, I allow you to win that argument, that aspect. But concerning the fact that we must package and wrap up lies and falsehood about what we know is gede already.
No, you don't have to package lies, but you have to package. You don't have to package lies, but you have to package the.
I don't let me begin to look at you as the master of a double talk right there. You want us to package something? You have to say it's not packaging. What is that to? I mean, what don't you see the message that is good?
I'll give you an example. Example. The shirt you're wearing right now is nicely put together. You look beautiful. You look handsome.
What is taking off? I will look like something else.
No. That's not the point. You know when they say,
yes.
When they say you don't, when people say I don't look, thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Imagine you want to tell the truth about what you've been through, and then you decide to dress accordingly. Just imagine that. That's what we're talking about. This is not packaging lies. This is a matter of how you see the world. It's a matter of outlook on life.
That's right. You convinced me right there. That's okay.
I'm joking a little bit, but there's some serious stuff there. And the video need to learn how to do that because he has the power of that tongue.
In short, what you're saying is that he must learn to appreciate that the cup can always be half full. It's okay.
Yes. His body language, actually, to me, his body language spoke more of ignorance more than he's telling the truth. Everybody knows.
Yeah, notwithstanding, that is not why, I mean, that shouldn't be a basis for this crowd of Jerusalem to launch after him that he should be crucified. No.
Nigerians are going to come for me in this comment on this topic. Anyway, it's okay.
Well, who cares whether they come or they do not?
You sit there in America, you're running your mouth. You see, that's what they're going to tell me on this.
You know, but if we had the opportunity of extending to them the grace of coming over pronto, wouldn't they want to jump on the next available flight? So that is why I said these people are belly aching. It's bad belly now. And we cannot all sit down there and just die in our mystery. We've been through so much to have there.
Anyway, the final of this is that he actually came back later on after they dragged him woto. He said, God bless Nigeria. So everybody should just rest, okay? Because he said, God bless Nigeria now. You know,
good for.
Shout out to Davido. He does a good job at selling Nigeria. It's just this one.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Anyway, everybody, thank you. I think we finished very strong today. Help us share, like, subscribe, follow everywhere. We appreciate you for being here as usual. Next week is going to be another one. But
happy holiday to everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving for those of us in America. And see you on the next one. Take care and God bless. Cheers.